Homer used Burns' head as a drum. Burns didn't even have the strength to resist. He could only let Homer pound on his head. Homer continued hitting Burns' head while showing it to his colleagues. He carried Burns all the way outside the factory. Then Homer threw Burns out. He also burned down the bridge at the nuclear power plant. Homer bid farewell to the hateful and exhausting work at the nuclear plant. Afterward, he went to the place he had always dreamed of working at. This bowling alley was owned by Barney's uncle. Homer asked Barney to get him a job there. Barney asked his uncle to give Homer some work. Without even looking up, his uncle agreed.
Barney, you're fired.
Okay.
After changing jobs, Homer felt light and cheerful. To celebrate his new life, Homer took Marge out for a big meal. Then they went for a walk on the beach and rolled around on the sand. But sand accidentally got into their pants, so they had to pack up and go home. Homer carried Marge back to the room. He eagerly took off his clothes and laid Marge on the bed. A few seconds later, their lives underwent a drastic change. Homer noticed Marge frequently going to the bathroom to vomit, but he didn't pay much attention. Homer continued to go to work at the bowling alley as usual. He enthusiastically greeted the customers. Every pair of shoes gave off a charming scent. The bowling alley's restroom also smelled fresh. Homer especially enjoyed polishing the bowling balls because it allowed him to feel the shine himself.
Homer, did you polish your head in a shino ballo?
No.
Meanwhile, Marge became pregnant, but she was clearly unhappy because Homer's new job couldn't support a child. When he returned home, friends had already set up a party. Homer thought it was just an ordinary party.
New job. Marge is pregnant? No!
Looking back, Homer had reacted the same way with the previous two children.
You're pregnant?
And then when I told him about Lisa...
You're pregnant again?
Marge was pregnant. They were going to have another child. All of Homer's financial plans were ruined. His worried mind felt huge.
Bart, let your father tell the story.
Yeah.
Okay, but I know funny.
Anywho. We're doomed.
Homer, you had a head,
Okay.
and your bottom was a little bigger.
Marge suggested Homer ask his boss for a promotion and raise. The next day at work, he told his boss about it. The boss admitted that Homer worked hard, but the bowling alley wasn't making enough money to afford the raised salary. Homer proposed that if he could triple the business, he would get a promotion. The boss agreed to Homer's request. Homer immediately went home and devoted himself to studying various marketing books. After his hard work, he finally came up with a plan. Although the plan attracted many people, they were all police officers and firefighters. With no other choice, Homer had to go back to the nuclear plant to work. Only there could he support his family. As soon as Homer stepped through the door, acid rain started pouring down, corroding his clothes. He lowered his head, crawled through the humiliating passage, and knelt before Burns. Burns sent Homer back to his workstation. As punishment, he had a nameplate made for Homer and nailed it directly in front of his desk.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
Homer felt immense suffering, but he couldn't bring his bad mood to Marge. However, as soon as he got home, he vented his emotions. At that moment, Marge began having contractions and was immediately taken to the hospital. Maggie reached out and grabbed Homer's hand. His mood instantly improved, and he accepted Maggie's arrival in his heart. Time passed quickly, and Maggie gradually grew up. The family sat on the sofa looking through old photos. Strangely, there were no pictures of Maggie in the album. Homer explained that he had put the photos in the place where he most needed encouragement.